Leadership is about finding solutions. Leadership is about solving these issues. If we complain the same way the people out there in my county, for instance, are complaining, then there is no need for me to be their senator, because I'm just saying what they're saying. You know, there's representation, but also there is a cardinal rule of leadership where you actually provide solutions. And that is what I want to talk about. Mr. Speaker, it's something very, very disheartening and shows a breakdown in economic fundamentals when the price of salt goes up. Chair, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, those who know economics, those who studied economics, will tell you in the 1800s, there's a gentleman called Sir Robert Giffen. Sir Robert Giffen defined what we call a Giffen good. A Giffen good, Mr. Speaker, is a low-income, non-luxury good, which has no substitute. You know, like salt. If there's no salt, there's nothing you can use in place of salt. Yeah? And as the demand increases, the price increases, meaning its demand curve, you know, it's opposite of a standard concept. When such things, salt, bread, you know, wheat, when they go up, Mr. Speaker, and the opposite of that is what we call Veblen goods. Veblen is luxury, you know, jewelry, celebrity, and those things. But when these Giffen goods go up, Mr. Speaker, when is the last time salt went up? It shows there's a fundamental problem in the economy. Now, where do we come in, Mr. Speaker? We have committees in this House. The first thing we need to do, which we spoke about, but there had been no action, is this committee on energy. And the committee, is it transport or what? On energy. The fuel subsidy, because 60% of the cost of fuel is tax. That must be discussed in a resolution from this House, moved to the next House. We must do our part. More than a statement, this needs to be a motion that a resolution of the Senate goes to the National Assembly, that the Senate has resolved within that pricing formula of fuel that EPRA always announces every month, these certain components beyond a certain amount. And Mr. Speaker, we wrote down the formula, I even wrote it, that these are the variables that lead to the price of fuel. But if it goes over and above 100, then those variables are not used. And that is why we have that is why we have the Petroleum Development Levy as part of that formula. So let that kick in. Others, anything to the contrary will be just us ranting. We go out there, Mr. Speaker, I know you've been out, I know you're not campaigning yet, but those of us who are campaigning and moving around, the reason why young people will hang on to your vehicles and not wanting something small is because they're actually hungry and suffering. Mr. Speaker, that is my proposal, that we reduce that as a matter of urgency for the sake of the people of Kenya. Beyond that, anything else will be ranting, Mr. Speaker. I thank Senator Cherargei. And Senator Cherargei, please just convert this into a motion with a resolution that is voted on and transmitted onward to the next House, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.